So I'm filming this sitting inside my own design studio, which we have created over the last 6 months from nothing. And I just wanted to share some of my thoughts while being in this situation of an entrepreneur, of a co founder of this business at this age of 24. What goes through my mind? What are we facing? And let me tell you that I'm going to be very honest with you about this. It's not like Instagram over here where everything is nice, and I don't come from a background which makes me think in an abundance mindset as well. My background was always about lack and not having much and just wanting to be more, but no clear direction, like always on survival mode. So how did I take this shot of running my own business right after my college, when I was a really good student? I was the top of my class, and I could have done a really good job which got me good amount of money, but instead my focus was to build this studio along with my two other co-founders, who also sacrificed, or I would say, I don't think sacrifice is a correct word, because you actually chose to do it. And so I tell myself that I chose it. It was not a sacrifice. So we all chose to do this together and put our life in a path where we took decisions to make this a reality, right? So all of this, it was not real, but it came here first. The idea came in our head first, and we all thought it was possible. We all believed in the idea of making this a reality, and we still do. So it's becoming more and more real every day. Slowly, I'm starting to feel like it's getting bigger than us, and hopefully a day will come where it's more than just three of us. It will be more people involved in this. And definitely my goal is to document and talk about my learnings as much as possible, so that anybody who wants to go in this journey with a similar background can learn from what I am learning right now and what I'm documenting. So let's get down to some real talk. How is the business, and what are you getting out of it, and you have to, what's not the glorious part of it? I hope you understand. I'm not speaking really well, but I guess I'm putting across the point. So the best thing, I'll start with the good thing, okay? So the best thing about this is that you wake up every day with a mission in your head, and everything aligns at one point, that you are building this company right now, and what you are learning, whatever you are doing throughout the day, and what you are achieving, it all makes sense because it has been united with a direction which is chosen by you and not by anybody else. So that gives you no other reason to think, why I should not do it, or just think about questioning your decisions of why should I not go for it? Why should I not just learn things which support this idea of getting there? If I need to learn about marketing, I need to learn about marketing because I'm learning this for my own company. It's not a random person telling me that, hey, your roles are now shifted to marketing from design. and now you're not going to be making pretty pictures, but now you're going to be learning about, I don't know, boring information and techniques about how your brand can show up in correct people's feeds. That sounds boring to me if somebody else tells me to do that. But you know what? These days, that's one of the most interesting things in my life. And the most fun I've had in the last few days is to learn about marketing. And I cannot tell you this, I could not have told you this before I started this journey. So, building a life, basically building a company, building a life around it, makes you think in a constructive kind of way. And then, everything, whatever you are doing, it makes sense. So, you feel like doing it more because it's for the good of you. Now, definitely, there are times when you feel confused, you feel scared, you get in that scarcity mindset that what will happen if this doesn't work out and stuff like that. That happens with all of us. But the more consistently you keep showing up and delivering towards the goal, the more your life is a proof that I am actually doing this. Like every day you are doing things, you're taking at least one step in the correct direction. The more you feel like, okay, this is going to become real and this is going to become bigger than me. So that's something which is really interesting to me, because it enables you in a way which I haven't felt in my life ever. It's not like you're getting complimented by people, like you're not getting a lot of money out of it as of now. You're not getting like, oh wow, damn, you're studying at Harvard. Oh wow, you just got a really high package placement, something like that. I don't know, like it's not gratifying to do from a people pleasing kind of a way, which has been like a really big part of my life, by the way, when I was a student. So it's also weird to me, like, why am I doing this? But it is such a interesting feeling, because it's you're just purely doing this because you are interested in this, and because your circumstances, you have people around you, you have surrounded yourself with the people who actually care about what they are doing, and they are also consistently taking steps with you. So it feels like a journey which is really enjoyable to have. And I don't know, like, how monetarily how much successful it will become, how much successful it will become as a company. But what I'm absolutely guaranteed on is that this journey is making me a different person, and I am loving every single day of that, to become a new person who is understanding himself more and doing things for himself. Because I think at this age it's really important to understand who you are and who you want to represent. And I'll tell you that what you think you are is actually just collection of ideas and ideologies which you have known about yourself, and you think that's true, but actually that's not really the truth. It's real that you can build yourself up and you can become a personality. You can choose a life which you want to live, and that's what I'm feeling right now. I'm building myself from the ground up, and also this company, and that's giving me this feeling that finally I am moving in a direction where I want to move, and I'm not being dragged by someone. And that's a really good feeling, and I want to be in this feeling and experience more about myself, learn more about myself, and give my 100% every day. Yeah, so that was something which I feel like is the greatest feeling. And there are many sub feelings attached from this, like feeling proud about it, feeling really great when you work as a team and some things you achieve, something small, you a project is finally completed, you get financially stable. All of these things, they are the sub feelings of this, but from a bigger point of view, the feeling of building something and understanding yourself is something which I feel is the greatest achievement of my journey so far. What I would say is um, a good point also, actually, because I don't think there is anything like negative about this. Like, like you will lose this, because yeah, you will lose at certain things, but that's your choice. You chose this life and you want it to be like this, so it's the part of the decision. But I'll tell you anyways that this takes away that like sometimes it feels like you will feel like you are not stable, and like this feeling of everything being taken away from you, basically stemming from that scarcity, especially if you come from a place where you don't have a backup in place. Like there is no financial support from your family. There is no huge, I don't know, generational wealth waiting for you if this doesn't work out. If that's not the situation, when this business are not in its best days, you will feel like your life might crumble. What you're building, all of this whole studio, it could be taken away from me in a second. That kind of a feeling, and that's real. I was feeling that very strongly a few months back when we were not in a very financially stable situation. And the only way to deal with this is that you have to accept that uncertainty. You have to accept that maybe that can happen, like, but why are you still doing it? Does that give you a reason to stop trying today and stop working today towards what you want to achieve? No, absolutely not. That's how I have convinced myself. Not exactly convinced, but that's how my mind, which is coming from a scarcity mindset and wants to move towards that abundance mindset, is making a leap towards the abundance mindset. I cannot be completely delusional that it will work out. It will work out no matter what, and all of this will be with me, and everything will be just like how I imagined. Maybe it will not be like how I imagined, but what I know today is that if I am being present and I am giving my best, then it will become what it needs to become. And every day, that goal or that idea of what it's going to become is being redefined, and that's the journey right now. Currently, after doing work in many areas, I feel like that feeling of scarcity is going away slowly but surely, because you see more and more things happening, and you see what consistency and what discipline pays to a person when he's actually doing it with all his intentions in the correct place. So that has worked out for us, and I think we will keep going, and it will work out for us in the future as well. So that is some of my raw thoughts. I think there is so much more to say about what I'm learning every day and in this journey, and I want to keep share more of that. This was more like a conversation I would have had with a friend if he asked me the question like what's up these days, like I like to have these kind of conversations. It's deep and it's real, and these are my real thoughts. So yeah, that's it for this video. I'll be documenting more like this, and if you found something interesting, let me know. Thank you.